again at technophilespodcast.com. I'm David Geisler, and this is the Technophiles Podcast.
The video is surreal because it looks like you're watching launch footage just in reverse.
In reverse? I'm sure.
Yeah, because it's
it probably
like,
comes down nice
it comes
and then
down
slows
and there's
down.
all the thrust, and then it's like nothing.
On this week's episode, David, Vee, and Krista-Lee talk about SpaceX's recent Dragon launches, as well as the complicated topic of advertising on the internet. Well, at least the pieces are bigger this time, because this is the Technophiles' 238th episode. Hello everyone, welcome to tonight's show. I am here with the regular cast, Vee Laabs and Krista-Lee. Gals, it's a pleasure to be here with you this week again.
Yes, I'm back at it again.
I'm excited. I have to, full disclosure, about an hour before we recorded here, we had a meeting with an individual who I think is going to be a new cast member on the show if all goes well. We're going to find out in a couple days. We might have a new person joining us next week, and I'm very excited. I'm like filled with energy because we literally just got done talking with him. Mm-hmm. Ooh, it's gonna be a guy. We got to get that two guy, two girl balance back.
Exactly. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I mean, this has been fun, but I feel a little outnumbered.
Yeah, what is that? Is that threatening?
Hi, girls.
What's your problem, David?
What's your problem? Just trying to host the show? That's it. Vee, you're like a foot and a half shorter than me.
No, we'll get on. I'll sit on Krista-Lee's shoulders, and we'll do like Mecha Shiva and beat you up.
Or you just have to clone yourself like 10 more times, and then you can attack me like a pack of compies.
Oh my!
Right? I think that's the way to go.
Sure.
Mm-hmm. That's it. Girls, tonight we are talking about a couple things. We're going to be talking about the SpaceX rocket, which is all over the internet right now. We are big fans of SpaceX on this show. We talk about them whenever we get a chance. Mm-hmm. There was some drama last week.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it. It'll be all right.
Yeah.
It'll be all right. We'll get through it.
Yeah. Thanks for the comforting.
Mm-hmm. And then after that, in part two, Krista-Lee, you have a story here about internet economics, and just give us like a 1 or 2 sentence heads up on what that's going to be about.
More on revenue streams, I guess, than total economics. We're looking at ad blocking and the debate surrounding that.
Yeah, it's touchy because that's something that affects even our show here. You know, I have some close friends that watch our show and they have ad blockers up, and I'm like, all right, okay, cool, I get it, it's convenient for you, but we work pretty hard. But it's I guess we'll get into it in a little bit. Mm-hmm. That'll be great. That'll be part 2. Let's go back to the rocket.
Yeah,
Krista-Lee.
Vee Laabs.
You got
Vee Laabs.
It's nice because you have 2 chances and you'll always get it on the second one. You just call me David by accident.
All right, I'm here with David Geisler, and
hey guys,
I'm David.
I'm David.
I have like an entire mental breakdown of like, who am I? All of a sudden, there's a monolith. The child is floating.
Yeah, star babies.
Mm-hmm. It gets weird fast. Mm-hmm. 17 minutes of just oils coming into my eyes. We're in a weird mood tonight. I think we're excited. We're excited. Well, actually, another reason why we have some energy right now is all 3 of us. We have we had to shoot this one ahead of time a little bit because it's going to take some time to edit it. But like 5 newscasts from now, which I think is 2 Fridays from now, it's going to be Krista-Lee doing the newscast. We did kind of a special newscast episode about FIRST robotics.
Oh, yeah.
So we were on location last night of the night that we're recording this. And I was there as the field producer and the cameraman. Krista-Lee was the host asking questions. And as an amazingly awesome coincidence, Vee Laabs, you were there. Why were you there?
I was there because my dear friend Becca was like, we need somebody who knows Adobe stuff. Somebody who knows InDesign or Illustrator or Photoshop or something to help tutor these kids and be a mentor. And so I said, I don't have anything going on a Tuesday night, so
it's awesome.
I'll stop in. And it was a blast, and those kids are incredibly charming.
I wish I was in high school, and I wish I was hanging out with those kids.
Yes.
I'm not joking. They were awesome.
Yeah, they are so smart. They're really cool and really dorky, and that's where I would fit in.
In all the best ways.
Yes.
Fantastic. So that was an exciting episode, and it was kind of cool to have some of us Technophiles people be there for slightly different reasons. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Like, oh, wait, I think I know you.
Yeah.
All right. SpaceX.
SpaceX. Yeah. So this has been going on for a long while. We've talked about SpaceX a lot and all their different trips up to the International Space Station. And making
the biggest thing. Oh, I'm sorry.
Making supply drop-offs. That's all I was going to add.
Oh, making supply drop-offs. The biggest thing that's exciting about a SpaceX rocket, the headline would be, it's the rocket that can land itself.
Yes,
that's so people get excited about that.
This is what they've been trying to do for the past 18 trips. To the International Space Station. They've been doing it every few months or so, just trying to perfect how to launch a rocket into space, have it do some sort of drop off, and then return to Earth vertically.
Right.
In one piece. Well, I mean, other than dropping in the...
Because there's a couple different strategies. You either need it coming in, bottom straight side down, straight back down, or flip it and then it has to turn itself. And sometimes that happens. But SpaceX is the thing that's really exciting too, is just the world's most complicated Segway. There's 1 billion sensors on that thing and they have to use other rockets. I mean, how do you... It's like saying, take this pencil, drop it, and have it land eraser down on a desk.
Yes.
You know what I mean? That's what they're trying to do.
Yeah, Elon Musk kind of describes the whole process as trying to balance a rubber broom on your hand in a windstorm.
Yes, I believe that. Absolutely.
Yeah. And balancing a rubber broom alone is pretty difficult. I've tried that.
Balancing a rubber broom anywhere.
Yeah.
Without having it be hysterical.
Yeah.
Is hard to do.
Yeah. See Elon Musk in a windstorm trying... No, this is just like trying to land a rocket. Oh my gosh.
Oh, I was wrong. This is exactly like it.
This is exactly like it. Yeah.
But,
so they've been making these trips up to space lots of times. And last year in January, they had one of their first big failures of trying to re-land it on what they call the Drone Spaceport Ship, which is also named Just Read the Instructions, which is some sort of sci-fi reference that I do not get.
Just read the instructions. I don't know.
I don't understand it either.
Deep cut. Krista-Lee's going to fact check that, I feel.
Because I think I know, but I don't want to say it if I'm wrong.
Be like, I know it's this. And then all of a sudden, nerd cred washed.
I know.
Yeah.
You get more nerd cred to fact check it than to think you got it right.
I know it's like a sci-fi author or something where that comes from. But it's basically just a big kind of aircraft carrier on the ocean. And it just so happens that the most convenient place to land a spaceship or a rocket most of the time is usually on a body of water, because that's just the way the Earth turns and things like that.
Well, yeah, it's mostly it's mostly water when it comes to percentage of surface area and landing in water. Even though water can be just as lethal as land, but it is technically softer if it's handled correctly.
And it's less space on land to worry about if something goes wrong.
Oh, yes, that's true.
And things did go wrong.
Yes.
Oh boy, did they. So in January they landed it too hard after their 5th cargo resupply. It came back down onto the spaceport ship, and they did not have enough fuel to counteract how fast it was coming in. They ran out, and it just went boom,
just came
boom,
in,
and it boom.
Yeah.
That'll look really good in audio. Boom, boom, and then it exploded. And so, everything worked fine except they ran out of fuel. So Elon Musk was like, all right, next time, 50% more fuel for that, hydraulic fuel. That's that problem.
Fair enough.
Solved it. Let's do this again.
Solved it. Oh.
So in April, they had their 6th resupply to the International Space Station. Worked out great. Launched into space. They let Dragon loose, and the resupply was made. They got all the stuff. Came back to Earth. It's going back to the spaceport on the ship on the water. And again, for whatever reason, there was too much lateral thrust, and it just before it made contact, it just tipped over.
What?
Yeah, and exploded again. And Elon Musk is like, oh, gee whiz.
Geez, guys.
What's great is that after each of these like failures, he sounds so optimistic in all of his tweets. He's like, well, at least this time nobody was hurt. We didn't have to replace anything on the ship, and we figured out the problem. So we'll get it next time.
Get it next time.
But
have they had? I'm going to be a little ignorant here. Have they had successful landings yet?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Oh. Ooh.
Yes. This was just in December, so I think this might have been while we were on our break.
Yep.
Yeah. They did their 7th resupply. Everything went as normal. And this time they were going to land land on land in Cape Canaveral.
Okay.
So, it was perfect.
Nice.
Like, everything worked. The landing legs came out. And the video is surreal because it looks like you're watching launch footage just in reverse.
In reverse? I'm sure.
Yeah, because it
probably comes down nice.
It comes
and
down and there's
down.
all the thrust, and then it's like nothing.
Yeah.
It's so
It's awesome.
surreal, and it worked, and it's like confirmed. All right, we can do this. This is a thing.
That's amazing.
We now have reusable space rockets.
Yeah.
We don't that cuts down on so much cost to not just have it like be launched into space and then like get destroyed or lost forever just because we haven't figured out a way to get back to Earth.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
in one
definitely.
piece.
They were. Rockets are expensive, and basically they're disposable.
Yeah, pretty much.
The most expensive disposable thing ever created.
Yeah. So that was our first big success. That was the first like mostly full re-landing of a space rocket.
Wow.
So it's going to be a game changer. And people like they're glowing off of that right now. But then just recently, I think sometime this week,
it was just last week.
They tried once more to land on the spaceport on the ocean.
Maybe it's the ocean that's the problem.
Too much wind? There's like been issues every single time where this time resupply worked out great. One of the legs had ice on it.
Wow.
That was formed from the really cold fog that was out.
Yeah.
And people were saying like, what's with when the rocket was launching, they're like, it's really foggy out. Like, you guys notice that?
You guys notice it's really foggy?
We can't see it launch because it's so foggy. And they're like, we know it's launching. It's okay. It's all right. It's
like
fog.
A distant glow.
Yeah. It worked out fine. It got to space. It came back and it had ice on the leg.
There's fog out.
Oops. And so once again,
I'm confused. Are we in a Nintendo 64 game? What is going on with the weather here? Anyway.
So once again, it landed on the spaceport and then tipped over and blew up into pieces.
Pieces.
And Elon Musk,
it didn't even launch?
No, it did.
It went. When it's coming back.
Yeah, it launched fine. It delivered the cargo.
That's the easy
when
part.
it came back, the leg got stuck, and so it was like two sides of a tripod, and then nothing.
Of course.
So it just went
boink. Aw, shucks.
So at least it hit the ground, and then it blew up.
Yeah.
And Elon Musk, ever the optimist, was like, "Oh, well, at least this time the pieces are bigger, so we can figure out what happened."
Nice.
We need to start a fake Elon Musk account where he optimistically replies to happenings in the world.
Such a good idea.
We might have to do this.
Oh,
I don't know, what would it be? Ever the optimist?
He's
Optimist,
so...
Optimusk? Elon
Optimusk.
That might have to happen. I might be building that right now.
See if it's available.
Elon Optimusk. I love it. So yeah okay.
It's great. Yeah, it's a cool project, and he's very positive about it. And if there's more things we need in the world, it's positive science happening, and people who
that's for sure.
Who even through failure are like, well, we learned something today.
Well, that's what science is. A whole lot of failure, and then every once in a while you succeed.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. Yeah, this is great. So when, do you have the information? You may not have this. Do you know when the next launch is? It'd be fun to kind of follow up on this.
I don't know. Like after the last January one, I think the next one was in April.
Okay.
And then after that one, it was in June, but that one exploded after launch. Because a helium tank leaked into the oxygen tank and overpressurized, and it exploded 2 minutes after launch.
Yeah,
Oops.
2 minutes?
Yes. Yep.
Do you know how much automation there is when these things launch? I think there's a lot.
I believe there is too. It's Elon Musk, so he loves slapping sensors on stuff and making it do it itself. Cars,
we need
rockets,
more sensors.
more
batteries. We need more.
Yeah, let's just have it do it by itself, and we'll just sit here and watch and hope it goes okay.
Is Elon ELON?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. You're registering right now.
Yeah, you gotta register before someone else does.
Oh yeah.
Should it be Elon Optimusk or Elon Opta-Musk? Just Elon Optimusk.
Optimus, no dash.
Yeah.
No dash.
Oh my
We're
God.
doing this on air. We're about to go to break, guys. But
Okay, so while you're typing that real quick, I did the fact check on it.
Oh yeah, the read the instructions.
And I am both happy and sad to say I'm glad that I checked it before I spoke because I would have misspoken. It is from the Culture series by Ian M. Banks.
what?
Yes, apparently
right.
this guy likes to name ships after punchlines or something like that. But I want to point out, because I think this would be hilarious if a manned craft was landing on this, because if you look at the picture of just read the instructions, there's you have the SpaceX logo, right, with a couple of circles, so it looks like a target.
Yeah.
And then in very large letters, because this picture is obviously taken from above, it says, just read the instructions. And I'm imagining somebody coming in for a landing, they're having problems. You look down and like the answer to your problem is, just read the instructions.
That's, oh my God, that's so funny.
But
great.
apparently they're going to have a West Coast version, like same thing, called Of Course I Still Love You.
Aww.
I like that too.
That's really sweet.
Not quite as funny as just read the instructions.
Yeah.
But
There's
still
comedic
nice.
possibilities with that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I also read that it's got like a 4-foot width from the edges when it lands. Like when the rocket lands on the spaceport, it has like that much from the edge of it. Like that's how close it gets, 4 feet.
Yeah. Well, that doesn't surprise me, because even when you're talking about carriers, like the I want to say airline carriers.
Aircraft carriers.
Aircraft carrier, thank you.
Oh, yeah.
It's the same thing. Those are really tight, because think about how big it is anyways. That would cost so much to be like, we
you
just
can't
want
have
some wiggle
excess.
room.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So
True.
yeah, like I'm not surprised at all that
Yeah.
that's the way that was built.
Well, he's probably got sensors out the wazoo on every single rocket he puts up
I'm
there.
sure.
So it's like a Tesla. It'll park itself.
Oh, you know what? Just because you said that, this is the first time I ever saw this, and that's why I geeked out. I was shopping at an outlet mall, and when I pulled into the parking lot, there was a whole row of Tesla chargers.
Nice.
Yes.
Tesla chargers, yeah.
Yes.
I've got a few pictures. I geeked out, but there was Tesla's charging at chargers, and I was like, whoa! I was like posing with them. It was a highlight of the afternoon, no doubt.
Man.
It was like a summer or two ago.
Oh, jeez. That's great.
Well, you don't or at least nowhere that I go around here, I don't see that. Like I was an hour out of town where I saw this, but I geeked out a little bit.
Well, I know there's one in like Sheboygan and
Okay.
elsewhere.
I was down in Kenosha.
Oh, okay. I think that's where the other one is.
That's where my picture
Yeah.
session was.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
It was not at the outlet mall, was it?
Yeah, it was, yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's a good little area. It's a very strategic area because a lot of people are driving on the interstate from Illinois and
Yes.
crossing the country. At that point, it's a good place.
And actually, so that is why I go there, because I have family in Illinois, and we will meet there because it's the halfway point if we want to get together. Funny thing, also, I was walking up with my sister, like we hadn't met the rest of the family yet. And I started geeking out. I was like, oh my God, look at that. That is so cool. They have Tesla chargers. And she goes, what's that?
Oh, no.
What's a Tesla charger?
Yeah.
Teaching moment.
It was a teaching moment.
moment, indeed.
I'm the only geek in the family, but that's okay because I like teaching and I have all these teaching moments.
Girls, we got to get out of here. It's time to get to part 2. Vee, if people want to tweet you about the SpaceX rocket, they can do that where?
They can do that at bear_Annika.
And Krista-Lee?
At Gamer Anthro.
Gamer and
Sorry,
That was call there.
That was way. Well, no, because usually David say and Krista-Lee if they
some
want
sort
to tweet
of
you
quick-
about blah
something.
blah blah.
Well, I was
so
fully
stopped.
focused because I literally just tweeted both of you gals from Elon Optimus.
Yay!
Oh, okay. I will forgive you then.
All right.
So you sent that tweet to at Gamer Anthro, correct? All right,
I did
good.
indeed. If people want to talk to Elon Optimus, they can find him on Twitter at Elon Optimus.
Oh, my God.
And we love it when people tweet the show at Technophiles Pod or find us on iTunes, Facebook, Stitcher, YouTube, all of it by searching Technophiles or Technophiles Podcast. They're also welcome to go to our actual website, technophilespodcast.com. I think that's it. We'll be back with part 2, talking about internet economics and the. I'm so distracted because you girls are like replying.
We're quick
You're
following
looking
back.
at quick follow.
I had to.
Oh, Elon Optimus is really blowing up. You got 2
Yeah.
more followers just now, right on the show.
Wowie zowie.
Wowie zowie. All right, girls. We'll be back in part 2 in just a moment, and in the meantime, people can find me on Twitter at RapturePaint.